What's up YouTube? This is Micah, just checking in with a couple product reviews, a couple pre-workouts from Phorm. This is actually my first product review. I've never done this. I usually just post my workouts and my posing for bodybuilding, but I decided it's time to check in with a couple of supplements that I use regularly and just reviewing them for you folks. So thanks for watching. Number one though, with supplementation, you don't necessarily need it. It's just something that adds, a little bit more kick to what you're already doing. So if you have a proper nutrition plan, if you're working out pretty consistently, this is where pre-workouts, this is where other supplementation can definitely help play a role with maximizing your potential. It's not necessary, it's just added benefit. And people respond differently as far as products, so it's definitely something that you should try out. But also check in with your doctor as well, making sure that everything is up and up with your health before introducing something that may affect your health negatively or positively. So you just want to check in with your health profession before doing anything outside your regular diet and exercise programming. But just to get into it, with MegaWatt mixed berry, flavors off the chain. It mixes really well, goes down really smooth. You're not going to get a lot of granules at the end. It just goes really well as far as flavoring and mixability. So I would give that like a 10 out of 10. Looking at the actual breakdown of the nutrition label, number one, first and foremost, I really love the fact that with Phorm, what you see is what you get. Everything is research driven. You actually get the full breakdown of what is in each ingredient, which is really nice because that goes along with proper dosing, making sure that it's maximizing your potential and maximizing your wallet. So looking at the ingredient profile, number one, creatine monohydrate. It's the most research driven product ingredient that you can have in your supplementation. As you're recovering through sets, as you're recovering throughout the day, that ATP production is so important. So being able to replenish that quicker with creatine monohydrate, that definitely helps. So looking at the other things, glutamine and augmentin sulfate, those really just help out with recovery, just helps out with pump. So something that you should be aware of. With L-glutamine, it is the most abundant amino acid in the body, but when it goes under stress, L-glutamine is definitely necessary as far as supplementation is concerned. Looking at the energy, you've got caffeine, you also got yohimbine HCl. Both are really important. I really like the fact that it's yohimbine HCl rather than yohimbe bark extract, just because the dosing is a lot more easier to go with which HCl, and also helps out just with the release of fat in those problem areas, just to be utilized as energy. So why not include that in a pre-workout? So looking at the other things, tyrosine, these other ingredients, just helps out with the mental focus. As you're working out, that fatigue, that focus it's hard to upkeep sometimes. But this really helps out with being able to keep that drive throughout your whole workout. And so that is what you get with MegaWatt. I use this and AlphaCre together. I also use them separately just to make sure that I could get a different feel. But with MegaWatt, you can use it standalone by itself. It's something that really helps. Gives you that extra jolt as you're working out. Moving on to AlphaCre, great flavor, another great flavoring profile. Mixability is going, really strong. You just use it in a shaker bottle. Within seconds, it just evaporate. It dissolves, and you're able to get that down nice and smooth. Looking at the ingredient profile, we got 5 grams of carbohydrate per serving. That just helps out with a little bit of energy throughout the day, throughout your workout, but you got sodium, potassium. Just helps out with that electrolyte balance as you're working out. You tend to lose those things as you're working out. So it helps out with action potential, just helps out with keeping those muscles moving, working as you're working out. You got creatine monohydrate, 5 grams, properly dosed, research driven, something that just helps out with adding in other phosphates, making it readily available as you're working out, so that you're able to recover faster, cell volumization. The list continues on with creatine monohydrate. But you got beta alanine as well, as far as lactic acid. Being able to push past your limits, be able to recover faster. That's where beta alanine comes and plays a role. But basically, those are what you get with those ingredients. There's no fillers. There's something that comes along with First Phorm products. They're not going to give you supplements that hold a lot of the ingredient list is so far that you just don't know what you're getting. You can't pronounce the names. There's no research behind it. You try and Google it and you can't even find what that ingredient is. But with First Phorm, these products, you can find a lot of research within each ingredient, and the fact that they break it down into each how much you're going to get with each ingredient really shows something that they know. They are backing everything that they're saying that are in these products. So I really enjoy these two. Overall rating, I would give it a 9 out of 10, just by the fact that I used both of them together, and I was able to push past my limits, get through my workout, and be able to still have enough energy to work, go through my day. So definitely recommend these two products as pre-workouts. Like I said, you can use them alone, you can use them together. But at the end of the day, supplements aren't going to supplement a bad diet or a bad workout. So it's really about making sure those things are up to par before adding in extra things. And plus, these things, supplements can get a little bit more expensive as you're continually using them, as there's new products out there. So just be aware that, make sure that those things are on point before you start including those things. Other than that, thanks for checking in. I'll come back with other product reviews, but have a good one. Bye-bye.